How to never go in debt ever again. Hi, I'm the Frugal Cyborg MR3. In this part of the channel, we talk about frugal living, saving money, and budgeting. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you never miss a video. Okay. One of the biggest ways we can not go in debt ever again is by simply living below our means. What does that mean? That means we gotta not overspend, or we gotta keep some money in our savings, but then we gotta budget below our means. Okay, how much of you know your rent or your mortgage? Or how much of you know your light bills? How much, or your electric bills? How much of you know your cell phone bills every month? How much of you know your bills for food, or how much you pay for food this month? Some people will say that they spend like maybe $300 to $400 on food, but if you were to look at your bank statements, would it say $300, or would it go like $900? Because if you don't know how much you're spending on certain things, maybe you don't know how much your subscriptions are. Maybe your HBO Max, or well, now it's Max, but your Netflix, your Hulu, your Disney Plus, your whatever subscriptions you have. Maybe you have the YouTube Premium and you don't know how much you pay. Some people, when you ask them how much they pay, they're like, about $300 or $700 for rent, or about $1,800 for rent. Does that change every month? Because you should know that amount. One time I asked a friend how much their internet bill was, and they're like, about. I'm like, about? Are you actually paying it, or are you not paying it? Because you should know that number right away. But I mean, I know mine's $85. Whew. Phone bill $55, because I'm on that Cricket Wireless Cricket More plan. Cheap plug, but every month you should know what your bills are. Usually the one that you probably might have to guess at, if you didn't see the bill so far, is the electric and gas. Because in the summer I know gas goes down and electric goes up, and in the winter it's probably reversed of that. But we should pretty much know like the basics: rent, mortgage. But some people, they guess at what they're gonna pay, because when they get their bills, sometimes they're afraid to look at it until the very end. But most people, even their addictions, like, okay, coffee. Some people will say about. The only time I ever said about when I used to drink a lot of coffee was when Starbucks had a summer deal. It started out just like a week deal, but I think it went so good. I think this is like back in 2016, I believe, where their Trenta was running for like $3 and something. But if you got the venti, then you have to pay full price. So I'm a sucker for cheapness, or being cheap sometimes. So I went for the big Trente. But, or I don't know how you guys say it, but we gotta know the exact amount. Maybe look at your bank statements and look at your payments, or not your payments, but your checks. How much did you get this week? I'm not talking gross, I'm talking net. That means the number after taxes. We gotta look at the number after taxes are taken out. because that's the true number. The others, there's like Social Security gets taken out, your 401k gets taken out, your all these other things. So we got to look at the net so we can spend underneath that net. Maybe you get like 700 after taxes, and just multiply that times how many weeks are in that month. Maybe 4 or 5, depending on the weeks. So that's almost 2,800 on a normal month, probably. So now you got to live below that. Maybe you have like $700 to $800 in rent, or $1,200 in rent. So that already would make you about $1,600 left to spend. Maybe you spend like $400 to $500 in food. Well, that just puts you around $1,100 left. Maybe you have lights to pay, $200. Money goes down fast. So we got to learn to live below our means. That's the ultimate thing we have to do, to stay out of debt or never go over our budget. So if you want, you can start looking at your bank account, all your bank statements on your phone. You can see where your purchases that you can cut out. Maybe you can cut out Starbucks. Wake up a little earlier and make coffee at home. Or if you have one of those Keurig, you can just buy a bag of Starbucks and start making your own coffee at home. Just to try to save money and try to go under your budget, because coffee can get expensive. And you can do other things. Don't try to use your credit card as extra money, because next month you have to pay it back. And you don't want to be one of those people that are gonna buy something for like $2,800 and you don't have that money in your savings account. Then you'll probably spend like 10 years paying off that, because you think it's extra money. It's not. Try not to use your extra credit card if you can't pay it off every month. That's what wealthy people usually say. But I would say live like they're wealthy and earn like the wealthy and live like the middle class, so we don't overspend, because they live way below their means. Way below. But constantly check your statements. Maybe you can check how much you spent on food this week. Then you know pretty much a better number. Maybe you spent $100 on food this month or this week. Maybe you can start calculating how much you spend on food every month. That way you can work it into your budget. But check your bank statements every week and see where your money is going. Do that every week and you should be doing better than before this video. Maybe you already do that. Maybe you are living below your means. Maybe you're using a credit card, but you pay it off monthly. You're not paying interest, because some people say I use interest, or I pay, or I use my credit card to get airfare or whatever that is. I have a credit card, so I don't know. Mileage or whatever, air mileage. I don't know what they say, but if you're paying interest, then you're paying someone else's flight, so you're not getting those rewards. You're just paying the interest. So maybe just pay off your credit card and not use that, and just put it in a safe somewhere for emergencies only. But try not to go above your means, or don't try to spend. Don't spend, like if you get $700, don't spend $700. that means there's no money into savings. But always put money into savings first, then work backwards from there. Live off of that motto of pay yourself first. That way you can increase your savings. You will have 3 to 6 months of emergency funds in your account. So I just came on just to say that if you want to stay out of debt forever, live below your means or spend less than you make or get, and you'll never go over your budget also. I'm the Frugal Cyborg MR3. If this video was helpful, then give me a thumbs up. And everybody, if you want, you can, if you're living below your means, just put living below our means. Everybody, stay frugal, my friends.